And if you scroll down, so you have few tabs here. So here is your I Discover. And later in the session, we're going to access your business searching interface. So you can access your business searching interface or your BSI from the database tab. So just click on the drop-down menu and select EBSCOhost Business Source Ultimate. So searching is very easy. You just have to enter your keywords in the search box. So if I enter artificial intelligence, then if I click on search, so it's going to bring me to I Discover. So it's going to take me to the search results. Now, since this is a learning by doing session, I have prepared a search example for this session. So we're going to use the advanced search. And one of the advantages of using advanced search is it allows for more precise and targeted searches. So this feature enables you to combine multiple search terms, making it especially useful for complex research topics. For example, if you're working with a research question like, how does AI assisted assessment affect student learning outcomes in schools? So what we're going to do here is we're going to combine these keywords using the AND boolean operator. So we also need to extract the keywords from the research question. So from my question, I have extracted three concepts. And again, I'm going to use AI assisted search, assessment, and schools. So I'm going to go back to the platform and I'm going to show you how to search using the advanced search. Now, before that, I would also like to quickly mention that you can sign in to your MyEBSCO account. So you can also create an account for free. This is your MyEBSCO account. So it allows you to take full advantage of the platform's personalization features. So once signed in, you can save your articles, your searches, and also create folders or what we call projects. And it also allows you to organize and manage your research. Now, if you want to create your My EBSCO account, you can click on My EBSCO. So you will see two options here. So you can create an account or you can also sign in. So if you have already created your My EBSCO account, you can go ahead and click on sign in to My EBSCO. Otherwise, you can create an account for free. So I'm going to click on create an account. And it's going to bring me to this form. So you need to fill out the form. So you need to enter your first name, last name. You must, last name is actually optional. You must also enter your email address and create a password. So there are guidelines here. Please make sure that you follow the guidelines when nominating a password. Then once you're done, you can tick the consent box and click on create account. So these are the account benefits. So first, in case you don't know, EBSCO also has a mobile app. So you can download it for free. It's available for both Apple and Android devices. So you can sync with the mobile app and take your research on the go. So you can access your resources using the mobile app. And you can also download ebooks. So once you have signed in to your My EBSCO account, you'll be able to access thousands of ebooks and download them. You can also create a project so you can keep your research organized. You can think of the project feature like your custom folders. And finally, you can save your research. So you don't have to worry about losing any documents or queries because once you sign in to your My EBSCO account, you'll be able to access the items that you saved in the next session. So go ahead and click on sign in. And And once you have signed in, so you will see your name. That means that I have already personalized and I can go ahead and access the projects that I have created, all the items that I saved, my recent activity, as well as the alerts. Okay, so let's now go to the advanced search. We're currently landing on the basic search. You have your filters here, and then we're going to talk about the AI assisted search later. So let's click on the advanced search button. And once you click on the advanced search, it's going to bring us to this page. And we call this the guided style find field. So this allows you to combine multiple keywords, and you can also search using field codes. So searchable field codes can be used to search within a specific section of a record. For example, if you're searching for the title of a document, then you may select the title field code. In case you're looking for the author's name, you can scroll through the list and you have your author. Otherwise, you can enter AU in uppercase. So that is a command line search, and then you can enter the name of the author, and that will run a qualified search. So if you leave this to all fields, so it's called unqualified search, it's going to search within the generic metadata like the title, the author, the subject, and so on. Now, aside from using a field code, you can also combine your keywords using the different Boolean operators. So you have and, or, and not. So as mentioned earlier, and Boolean operator will narrow your search. The or Boolean operator will broaden the search results, and the not Boolean operator will omit a term. So let's go ahead and enter our keywords. So I'm going to enter AI assisted. Next is assessment. So you also have your autocomplete feature. So you can click on one of the suggested terms. Then I'm also going to enter schools. So we'll run a quick search. And it's going to bring me to the search results. So from here, you can scroll down. You have your filters on the left-hand side. So you can click on link full text. You have your available in library collection. If you only want to search for your catalog records, so you can select catalog only. Then you also have your peer-reviewed journals, institutional repository, and so on. So aside from that, you also have your publish date filter. So you have the publication dates here. So you can choose from past 10 years to past 12 months, or you also have date range, or you have your custom date range. So I'm going to narrow down my search to records published within the last 5 years. And I'm also going to select linked full text. Then if I scroll down, so you also have your content provider filter. So this allows you to narrow down the results to a specific database. So you have Business Source Ultimate. So if you only want to retrieve records from Business Source Ultimate, so you can select the corresponding database. Now, if you scroll further, you also have your source types. So you have ebooks, academic journals, magazines, literature reviews, and so on. You can also filter by publisher. You have subject, publication. You have your subject major heading filter, language, and then you have geography as well. Now, if you scroll back up, so you have your active filters. These are the filters that I have selected for my search. If I'm happy with the filters that I've selected, so I can go ahead and click on apply. And of course, the expected behavior is it's going to bring us or it's going to narrow down the search results. Okay, so let me omit a filter. So again, we have 21,575 results. Now, if we scroll down, so you also have here your results. And I also wanted to mention that there is an option to create a search alert. So if you want to stay updated on the changes within the search results, you can set up a search alert. So by setting up an alert, you'll receive notifications whenever there is a change in the results. But just a quick note, to create a search alert, you must be signed in to your MyEBSCO account. So if you're not logged in before setting up the alert, you'll be prompted to do so. Now, to create an alert, you can click on the three dots or the kebab menu. So you can either save your search. This will just save your search in your dashboard. So I can also do that. So if my intention is to just rerun this in my next session, so I can go ahead and save my search. But if I want to receive alerts, then I can create an alert. So this feature will send me notifications whenever there is a change within the search results. So go ahead and click on create alert, and there you go. So that's how you set up an alert, and I'll show you later how to manage the alerts that you have created. Now, if we scroll further, so you will see the bibliographic information, and then let me add a filter. Now, if we scroll down, okay, let me just narrow this down to here. So let me check. Okay, so we have here an article. So you will see the title. You'll also see the bibliographic information. So these are the names of the authors. Then you'll also see the abstract or the summary of the article. So you can expand this. If you click on show more, so it's going to expand the abstract. And then you'll also see some buttons here. So we're going to circle back to AI Ask and AI Insights. What I want to show you is this button called More Like This. So More Like This helps you quickly find related articles based on the content of the selected record. So it's available from both the search results, like we're currently seeing, and in the detailed record. So here is More Like This. So it generates recommendations with similar topics, keywords, and subjects, making it easy to expand research without starting a new search. So that is your More Like This. And when you click on the title or the hyperlink, so it's going to bring us to the bibliographic information. So you'll see the details. So you have additional information, and then you will also see the abstract, and you'll see the full article. Now, to access the full text, you can click on Access Now. So here is the article. So this is in PDF. So here is the title, and then you will also see the abstract and the actual content. Now you also have your available tools. So you can save this item to your dashboard. If you want to grab the citation, you can click on the Cite button. There are 9 different citation styles. So you can scroll through the list. And if you want to grab the citation, just click on Copy to Clipboard. Next is Export Citation. So you can export this to Noodle Tools, or you can also export this in RIS format. So you have ProCite, RefWorks, Zotero, or Mendeley. You can also add this to your project. So as mentioned earlier, you can think of the project feature like your custom folder. Or for me, I think of the project feature like my playlist, like a playlist. So it allows me to curate the items in my dashboard. So for example, I'm doing a research related to artificial intelligence. So I can add this to my AI project. Then later, I'll show you how to export the items in your project. So you can also share this. So you can upload this article to your Google Drive or OneDrive. And you can also create a persistent link. Next is email. So if the full text is available, as indicated here, the full text will be included as an attachment. So you can enter the email address of the recipient. If you're going to send this to multiple people, just separate each email address using a semicolon. So you can also change the display. So you have brief, detailed citation, or you can also select your preferred citation style. So you can also include the abstract when sending the full text. And finally, you can download this. When you click on the download button, so it allows you to download the full text or the metadata. So you can select your format. Now, there is also a feature called text to speech. If you're an auditory learner, so you can enable this feature to listen to the content. So let's click on the headphone icon in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And when you click on play, so that will enable the text to speech. Okay, so that is your text to speech. And that's also how you can search for and retrieve records on EBSCO host or EBSCO Discovery Service, or what you call your iDiscover. So I'm going to pause for a while to check if there's any questions for me. So any questions or clarification before we continue? So if you have any questions, you may unmute your microphone or just type them in the chat. Okay, just checking if you're still listening. Just wondering if you could it's just wondering if you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, could you please give me a thumbs up reaction so that I can continue? So I'm seeing 5, 8. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing 15 thumbs up. All right. So that is your advanced search. The other thing that I'm going to show you is your dashboard. So let's go back to the platform. So if you want to access your dashboard, let me go back to the landing page. So you can click on your name and you will see your dashboard. So as mentioned, the dashboard is where you can access and manage your projects, your saved items, searches, and the content that you've recently viewed. So it serves as your personal research workspace within your iDiscover platform. And as mentioned, just to reiterate, to take full advantage of these features, we recommend signing in to your personal user account or your MyEBSCO account after accessing the platform through your institution. So signing in, as mentioned earlier, ensures that everything you save within the dashboard is stored securely and remains available whenever you're logged in. So your saved content will also synchronize with your MyEBSCO folder. And if you go here, so since I have already logged in, when I go to my projects, so this will show me all the projects that I have created. So if you want to create a new project, you can click on the plus icon, and then it will allow you to create a new project So for example, you want to create a project for global warming. So you can also include a due date or a description. So these two fields are completely optional. So here is AI. And if you want to export the items in your project, so you can tick the corresponding checkbox. So you can choose to download, save or unsave. You can add this item to a different project. You can also share this cite. So you can grab the citation. You can also export the citation or delete it if you want to. So again, that's your project. So you can think of it like your custom folder. Now, aside from your projects, you also have your Save tab. So your Save tab will show you all the items that you have bookmarked. So these are individual records. So if you scroll down, I have saved 71 records. So if I want to unsave this, I can deselect the bookmark icon. Next is searches. So for the searches, these are the searches that you have saved or bookmarked. And again, as you can see, the bookmark icon is saved or is shaded rather. So again, that's your Save tab. Next, you have your recent activity. So your recent activity, these are the searches that you've conducted within the session. So it's session based, meaning when you log out or when you turn off your device, the system will automatically clear everything here. So if you want to keep your search history, you can bookmark your search. So just click on the bookmark icon. So you can also access your viewed records. Again, you can save the record by bookmarking it. And finally, we have the alerts. So this is where you can manage the alerts that you have created or set up. So you can go to search alerts, then you can edit your alert. So if you want to extend this alert, you can click on edit, and then you can adjust the frequency, and then you can also configure the alert notifications, and you can also create an alert on behalf of someone. And if you want to stop EBSCO from sending you emails or alerts, you can click on the three dots and click on delete. So that's how you can delete an alert. So that is your dashboard. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so while waiting for the questions, so I'm going to quickly talk about the publication finder. So your publication finder allows you to search for specific journals, magazines, newspapers, and other publications available through your library's collections. So instead of searching for individual articles, you can browse or search for a publication title and then access the content available within that source. So this is particularly useful when you already know the publication you're looking for and want to quickly locate its available issues and articles. So to access publication finder, so you can go to your research tools. Here is your publication finder. So when you click on it, it's going to take you to a different page. So this is your publication finder. And publication finder will allow you to browse by publications alphabetically. You can also browse by databases. So you can see your A to Z list here. So the databases here are arranged alphabetically. So you have your EBSCO ebooks, and then here is your Business Source Ultimate and your other databases. And finally, we have the browse subjects. This is actually my favorite. So you have your browse subjects, and this allows you to browse the different subjects here. So for example, I could go to technology. So I can expand this. So at a glance, it's also going to show you the number of resources that you can access under technology. So when you click on the drop down, so it's going to expand technology. So these are the sub-disciplines. Now, technology is the big umbrella term, and these are the terms or subject terms that fit underneath technology. So you have chemical technology, and then you also have home economics, and so on. So when you click on home economics, so it's going to bring us to the search results. So you have your filters on the left-hand side. So you can scroll down and then you will see the subjects and then you also have your databases. So these are the results. Now, if we review the results, you have your full text access. So it allows you to access the journal. So when I click on this, it's going to bring me to EBSCO Open Access Journals. Again, that is your publication finder. So it's a title lookup tool. And I hope that's clear. So again, if you have any questions for me, please let me know. So any questions so far regarding your iDiscover? If none, again, could you please give me a thumbs up for action? Great. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm seeing 16, 25 reactions. Okay, so let's now shift gears to business searching interface. So the business searching interface is EBSCO's specialized platform designed for business research. So it provides an intuitive way to browse and search for company profiles, industry insights, economic data, and market research. So with this interface, you can quickly search for and browse content such as company profiles, industry reports, market research, and so on. So it makes it a valuable research or resource rather for students, faculty, researchers, and professionals who need reliable business intelligence and market information. So another key advantage of business searching interface is its user-friendly design. So the interface was built exclusively for Business Source Ultimate, allowing you to access business content through an intuitive and visually appealing platform. So whether you're conducting company research or analyzing industries or gathering information for business projects and case studies, so business searching interface helps streamline the research process by bringing all these resources together in one place. Now I'm going to access your business source or sorry, your business searching interface. And you can, as mentioned earlier, you can access your business searching interface from your library website. So we're going to navigate to the database tab and we're going to click on the drop down. And here is EBSCOhost Business Source Ultimate. So here is the landing page of business searching interface. So if you scroll down, you will see different sections like leading publications, you have your featured business magazines, and then you also have your featured content. You have your spotlight on or your popular topics, and then you have your spotlight on based on trending topics. So let's first explore the leading publications. So these sources are highly regarded by professionals and researchers worldwide for their quality and reliability. So the publications are arranged by category. So as you can see, BSI provides quick access to leading business and management magazines, journals, and publications. Some examples include business, accounting and finance. So you have management, marketing and sales, and you have MIS and POM. So let's go to management. So when you click on this, so it's going to bring you to this. So you have different titles. So if you scroll down, so you have Harvard Business Review, you have Journal of Management Studies, and then you also have Management Science, and so on. So you also have here Harvard Business Review, as mentioned. So let's go and click on this. And it's going to bring me to the publication information. So you will see the ISSN, you have your publisher information, and then you will also see your issues and articles. So you can expand this. So I'm going to click on 2026, and it's going to show me all the available volume and issues for me. There is also a feature here where you can search within the publication. So if you're looking for a specific topic and you want to search against Harvard Business Review only, so you can enter your keyword here. So for example, I am interested in artificial intelligence and management. So I'll run a quick search. And as you can see, so we have 92 results. So it's searching against Harvard Business Review. So you can scroll down and then you'll see Harvard Business Review. Now, if you want to go back to the landing page, you can click on the EBSCOhost logo, or you can also click on your home button. So it's going to take us back to the landing page. So again, that is your leading publications. So next, you also have your featured business magazines. So this section focuses on popular business magazines found within Business Source products. So clicking a magazine will take you to the bibliographic record. So if I select Bloomberg Business, so it's going to bring us to the publication information. So it works like your leading publications. Now, if you scroll further, you have your explore featured content. So one of the features that I like in the business searching interface is the explore featured content section. So instead of starting with a keyword search, you can browse curated business resources organized by content type. So this makes it easier to discover information and identify relevant research materials. For example, if you're looking for information about a specific company, so you can browse all company profiles. So it's going to show you all the available companies here. Now, aside from company profiles, you can also search using company profiles by country or company profiles by industry. So if I click on this, so it's going to take us to the secondary page. So you have all companies, and this is company profiles by country. Now, again, the companies here are arranged by country in alphabetical order. So if I scroll down, if I want to go to Malaysia, so I can go to letter M, and here is Malaysia. So when I click on this, it's going to bring us to this page. Again, this is the A to Z list. Now, if we scroll down, so you have companies in Malaysia. So these are the top companies. So if we scroll down, so it allows you to browse different companies. So we have here Malaysia Airlines. So I'm going to click on this and it's going to bring us to this page. So it's going to show you the company profile. So if you want to learn more about uh, Malaysia Airlines, so you can click on view details. And then it's going to take us to the company profile. So if I scroll down, you will see the company overview. You have key facts, key employees, their major products and services. So you have baggage services, catering, and so on. So you can go back to the table of contents. Now, aside from that, you can also access top competitors. So you have Emirates, Singapore Airlines, Virgin Atlantic Airways, and so on. So that's one of the featured content. So again, if you want to go back, sorry. So before that, let me scroll down. You have your company analysis, and here is your company profile. So you'll see the company profile for Malaysia Airlines. And if you click on view all results, it's going to bring us to the search results. Then if we scroll down, so again, you have SWOT analysis, company profile, and so on. So next, let's explore company profiles by industry. So you can click on this. So you have different industries here. You have energy, and then you have communication services, you have financials, materials, and you have other industries as well. So let's go to consumer staples. Now, if you click on this, so it's going to bring us to this page again. The companies here are arranged in alphabetical order. So if we go to Alaska Milk Corporation, maybe I'm interested in Alaska Milk Corporation. So it's telling me that the location is in Makati, which is in the Philippines. And then you also see company analysis, and then you have your search results for Alaska Milk Corporation. Okay, so that's how you can browse different content types. So next you have your spotlight on. So your spotlight on section highlights a specific article based on trending topics relevant to researchers. So these articles or the articles here are periodically updated based on popular searches, or it could also be emerging trends or other relevant factors. So let's go to climate tech. So when you click on it, it's going to run a canned search. And then here are the results. So again, you can narrow down your results using your filters on the left hand side. And to go back, you can click on EBSCOhost. So we're done with the spotlight on. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about is your the spotlight on. Sorry, the other one, this is your popular topics rather, and then this is your spotlight on. So when you click on this, so when you click on learn more, it's going to bring us to the search result, or rather the full text, and then you have your FinTech 50. Now you can also use the search box here. So like what I showed you earlier, so you can run a keyword search. So if you want to search for, let's say, a non-journal content, if you want to search for SWOT analysis, you can click on advanced search, And then you can use your field code. So maybe I'm interested in Toyota. I can enter CO in uppercase and then the name of the company. Then if I scroll down, you have your publication type, and then you can select SWOT analysis and run a search. And here are the results. So you have your company profile, and here is your SWOT analysis. So if you click on Access Now, so if I scroll down, so here is the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Okay, so again, that is your business searching interface. If you have any questions for me, again, please feel free to use the chat box. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the available AI tools. So I'm going to show you how these tools can be integrated into your information searching and retrieval. So I'll walk you through what they are, how they work, and most importantly, how you can start using them to create real value for your research. So you can use these AI tools in iDiscover and also business searching interface. Just a caveat, the last AI tool that I'm going to talk about, which is conversational search, only works within business searching interface. So just a caveat. So first we have AI assisted search. So AI assisted search is a feature that lets you search using your everyday conversational language instead of complex keywords or Boolean operators. Essentially, an AI assisted search is like how you would search on Google. So you just have to enter your query in the search box, run the search, and the results will be retrieved. So it's especially helpful for researchers who want quick, precise results without needing to know advanced search techniques. So the question is, how do you use AI assisted search? So first, so let me go back to the platform. I'm going to use business searching interface for my demo. Oh, I think I need to use your EBSCO discovery service. It's not yet enabled for your business searching interface. Now to use AI assisted search, so there is a button here called AI assisted search. To enable this, you need to toggle this button to on. If it's in green, means that you have enabled AI assisted search, or you're now using this as your search mode. So once you have enabled AI assisted search, you can now enter your question. So my question is, how is AI improving patient care in healthcare industry? So the conventional way of searching is like what I showed you earlier, is you need to extract the keywords from your question and then combine them using Boolean operators. So if you're going to use AI assisted search, you can think of it like how you would search on Google. So you just have to enter your question and then run your search. So once you have enabled AI assisted search, you can click on the magnifying glass button, and it's going to bring us to the results page. So here are the results. So we have 232,657 results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable AI assisted search just to show you the difference. So when you disable AI assisted search, so as you can see, the results decreased to 93,871. But when you enable this, so it increased to 232,657 results. So notice the disparity in the search results. Now, when using AI assisted search, you will have an option to select Show Refined Query. So this will display a Boolean version of your natural language query. So this transparency allows researchers to see how your queries or your question is interpreted by the system. So it serves as a verification tool to ensure that our AI correctly understands your intent. So you can also copy this and then rerun this if you want to. Okay, so that is your AI assisted search. Next, we have AI insights. So AI insights helps reduce the time you spend searching through articles to determine whether they are relevant to your research. So instead of reading an entire article or abstract first, you can quickly review an AI generated summary of the content. So these insights provide a concise overview of the article, typically highlighting 2 to 5 key points that capture the most important concepts, findings, or discussions within the document. So I'm going to show you how to access AI insights. So let's go back to the platform and I'll run a quick search. Now I'm going to use EBSCO or your iDiscover for this. Let me just refresh this. Okay, so to use AI insights, so you just have to enter your keywords in the search box. Then I'm also going to limit my search to full text because AI insights only work if there is a full text. So if the full text is not available, it's not going to generate insights because the beauty of our AI insight tool is it's grounded in full text. So if there is no full text, so we won't be able to generate insights. So for example, I'm interested in artificial intelligence and manufacturing. So I'm going to run a search. So if you scroll down, as you can see, you will notice that some of the records here don't have AI insights button. Again, the reason is it doesn't have full text, or it could also be because the publisher did not allow us to use their content. So if they didn't allow us to use their content, then we won't be able to generate the insights. So here is the title. So compared to traditional abstracts, so let's scroll down. Now the workflow is once you have retrieved the results, of course, you need to review the items here. So you can expand the abstract and then you can click on AI insights. So we're going to compare the abstract with AI insights. So AI insights are often more concise. So if we're going to compare this, sometimes abstracts could be a bit lengthy or wordy. So when you're going to use AI insights, so it's more concise and it's easier to read. So the information is usually presented in a clear bulleted point format, making it easier for users to quickly evaluate an article's relevance. So another advantage is consistency. While abstracts can vary significantly in length or style and level of detail, so depending on the publisher or author, so AI insights follow a more structured and standardized format, allowing you to review content more efficiently. So this feature here can be especially helpful when you're conducting literature reviews, exploring new research topics, or working with large result sets where quickly identifying relevant articles is important. I do want to mention that while it's important to so you can use AI insights, so it's also important to remember that AI insights are designed to assist the research process. So you should still review the article's abstract or the full text and other bibliographic information when conducting in-depth research or making academic or even business research decisions. Okay, again, that is your AI insights. So next we have Ask This Document. So Ask This Document is a new AI powered feature that makes it easier than ever to explore, understand, and interact with full text content within EBSCO databases or your iDiscover as well. So as this document is designed to make it easier for users to explore, understand, and also interact with full text content available within EBSCO databases. So it allows users to ask questions about a document and receive answers based exclusively on the content of that document. So this is important because the responses are not generated from outside sources. So every answer is grounded and supported by information found within the article itself. Now, to use AI Ask, it works like AI Insights. So you will see a button here. So it's called AI Ask. So when you click on this, so the Ask This document will open. So you have two ways to begin. So you can select one of the suggested prompts displayed in the panel, or you can also type your question in the text box and click the arrow button to submit it. So I'm going to enter a question. I'm going to ask, how does artificial intelligence promote efficiency? Sorry, let me just check my spelling there, and then I'll run my search. So here is the response. So it allows you to converse with the article. So here is my question. How does artificial intelligence promote efficiency? So, according to the response, AI promotes efficiency in manufacturing through several key mechanisms, as highlighted in the literature. So, you have enhanced decision making, you have optimization of processes, and then you have predictive maintenance, and so on. So, one of the most powerful aspects of Ask This document is the ability to continue the conversation. So you can ask follow-up questions. So for example, I'd like to learn more about the findings. So I'm going to enter learn about findings. So it's going to analyze my question and it's going to give me the answer. So you may also notice that every response is supported by a citation. So when citation numbers appear in the answer, so we call this citation markers, you can click on it and it's going to bring you to the relevant section. So this feature allows you to verify information quickly, read additional context, and review the original source material. So this transparency helps ensure trust and confidence in the answers provided. So you can also copy the response from the Ask This document. So you can click on the copy feature. So you can use the copy button to copy responses and summaries to so you can paste this in your emails, your research notes, reports, and so on. So you can also use the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons to provide feedback on the quality of the response. So again, that is your Ask This document. And finally, we have AI conversational search. So AI conversational search is one of the newest AI-powered features available in the business searching interface. So as mentioned earlier, this is exclusive to business searching interface. So to provide context, traditionally finding the right information can require multiple keyword searches. So that's the conventional way. So you need to search for resources using keywords. You need to use filters and then refine the results before arriving at the most relevant results. So AI conversational search is designed to make that process faster, more intuitive, and more efficient, while still keeping users connected to trusted and authoritative content from EBSCO's business databases. So first of all, what is AI conversational search? So it uses artificial intelligence to allow you to ask research questions in everyday language and receive concise citation-backed answers. So unlike traditional database searching, you don't need to think about keywords or Boolean operators or even complex search strings. Instead, you can think of it like ChatGPT. So you just have to ask questions naturally, just like how you would when speaking with a colleague or a research assistant or your classmate. So the tool draws exclusively from trusted EBSCO content. So it means that we're just pulling the responses from our content, ensuring that it's grounded in reliable and evidence-based information. So let's go back to the platform and I'll show you how to access conversational search. So to get started, so we need to access your business searching interface. So you need to click on AI conversational search from the top toolbar. So this will open the conversational search interface where you'll be able to interact with the AI assistant. So you can ask a research question. So one important thing to remember is that you can use natural language. So for example, instead of entering keywords like employee, retention, and remote work, so you can simply ask, how does remote work impact employee retention? So it works like ChatGPT. So there's no need to use Boolean operators or construct complex search strategies. So you can click on search. So once the search is complete, results are presented in two panels. On the left panel, so it contains your AI generated summary, key insights related to your question, and then you have your citation markers. And it connects to your citation markers connect insights to supporting sources. And on the right panel, you'll see supporting articles used to generate the response. So for each article, you'll see the title, your author information, your publication source, and your content type. So this layout allows you to quickly understand a topic while maintaining access to the evidence behind the answer. So just like as this document, you have your citation markers. So it links you to the document. And again, just like as this document, you can continue the conversation. So you can enter follow-up questions or refine or expand your search. For example, I can enter what industries are most affected. Then it's going to generate the answer. And there you go. So you have here the response. So these are the industries most affected by remote work. So you have computer and IT services, technology, and then you have industry experiencing challenges as well, and so on. So you also have related topics. So it helps you discover additional research paths. And then again, you can open supporting articles. So when you identify an article you'd like to explore further, you can click the article title in the right panel. So the detailed record opens in the new browser tab. So when I click on this, and it allows you to review the complete citation and article information. Okay, so that is AI conversational search. And for frequently asked questions, so this is more of the library staff and administrator. So we're going to skip this. And before we wrap up, I would like to quickly show you our help and support website. It's called EBSCO Connect. So if you want to learn more about the things I discussed in the session, I know it's like drinking from a fire hose. So I know it might be a bit overwhelming for you, the amount of information I shared in this session. So if you want to learn more about the features I discussed, so you can go to EBSCO Connect. So when you click on the link, so it's going to bring us here. So you can enter your keywords. So if you want to learn more about AI conversational search, so you have the results, you have your filters on the left-hand side. So here is an article on how to use AI conversational search. Now, if we scroll down, so we have some screenshots here, and then you have your FAQs. So that's how you can search for articles. So you can also go to Learning tab. So you have your Find Instructor-led courses. So if you want to register for a free public webinar or public class, you can go here and then select Oceania and Southeast Asia, and you can register for a webinar for free. So you just have to click on the register button. So you have your list of topics. Now, aside from that, you can also watch a recording and just have to go to Learning tab. You have your watch a video. So you can click on watch a video. So these are all the videos available on EBSCO Connect. And that finally takes me to the end of my presentation. So before we end the session, sorry, it's also in the chat, I think. So before we end the session, I would also like to encourage everyone to scan the QR code to log your attendance for today's session. And if you have any questions or concerns regarding access, you may also reach out to the library. Now, before we end, I would also like to ask if there's any questions for me or if there's anything that you'd like to know that I haven't covered yet. So again, if you have any questions or clarification, maybe you may unmute your microphone or you can also enter your questions in the chat. Sorry, any questions or clarification? Going once, twice, thrice. Okay, so I think there's not seeing any questions in the chat. Okay, I can also see a thumbs up reaction. But in case you have questions in the future, please feel free to email me at ryansalas@ebsco.com. So my contact details are up on the screen. So you can send me an email at ryansalas@ebsco.com, or you can also send me a message to Viber or WhatsApp. And here is my mobile number. So again, thank you everyone, and have a great weekend. So just wondering if there's any announcement from the library before we wrap up, Miss Sajana.
Yes, Mr. Ryan, thank you so much. That was so awesome. Um, I hope all participants have found the session beneficial and gained
The
useful
recording
insight that
has
will
stopped.
support your research and study. If you need assistance in future, please do not hesitate to contact the library. We can be reached via phone, WhatsApp, email, or even Google Chat. Alternatively, you may approach our reference assistants at the library service counter. Again, thank you all for your participation and support. We wish you all the best in your research and publication endeavors. Have a great day ahead.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you again soon. Bye. Thank you, Sajana and Miss Chan. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Sajana. Bye.